And we're live. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight on our channel at Flippin Hippos for my live show with a very special guest this evening. I'm just going to say hi to a couple of people I see in the chat who now has a wrench. So thank you for stepping up to mod tonight when I had no one else, Fred. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I see Cassie. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Colleen. Key Lime Kisses is here. And Justin Pac-Man is here, and Night Required Field is in the house. Bargain Shop Mama. So, hey, everybody that's here already, thank you. I want to give a real quick shout out before I introduce my guest. I was really, really busy this afternoon leading up to the live show, and so I didn't get to catch the live show on Katie Silverberg and LV Pink Panther Victoria's channel. But I got a bunch of messages from a bunch of people that I had won the contest that Katie held, and I won the shirt with the cats on it. So I was able to jump into the live show and say hi real quick, and then I went back later to watch the replay, and she actually did a whole shout out for my channel and for my guest this evening. So thank you so much, you guys. She is at Katie Silverberg on Instagram and at LV Pink Panther. Follow both of them. They are wonderful. So without further ado, this is a fellow Pittsburgher. She lives about 20 minutes away from me. You've probably seen the video with us together at the store causing havoc and embarrassing our, well, so I will just keep talking. There's Donatella. Hi, how are you? My Thrifted Escape. Alma is here. Hi. RVA Flips is here. Gina's here. Hi, Gina. I see a lot of familiar faces. So, Frenchy, are you still with us?
I'm here.
Okay, so go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Frenchy. And Star and I don't live far from each other, like 20, 25 minutes. And I am a reseller. So we met up and we did a little bit of retail arbitrage, and Star taught me about plush.
Actually, Frenchy brought me a trunk full of plush and gave them to me and insisted I didn't share the profits with her. So we actually ended up using, a lot of them sold really fast. They were great plush. I'll actually link that video down below later so you guys can watch it. But she did really good. So we took all the profits from those plush and we used them for eBay Open in Vegas. So that was awesome. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So here's my take real quick on retail arbitrage in the general Pittsburgh area. I think it's impossible, and I don't understand how people are successful at it because I try and I try and I try. I go to TJ Marshall. I go to Ross and no, it's TJ Maxx, Marshall, and Ross. I go to those three places all the time. The yellow tag sales, and the best I can find is like cut from the cloth jeans for 20 bucks. And it's like, well, that's not worth flipping. And then I'll hit the clearance aisles at like Walmart, Office Depot, places like that. And the clearance to me is a joke. It's like 10% off. And I just can't, no matter how many times I go to these sales or go to these stores, I cannot seem to find. She was with, you know, like, I don't know if I'm cursed because she didn't find anything that day either. Tell us how you do the retail arbitrage.
Well, I think the biggest thing is patience. I tend to be pretty patient and wait it out. Sometimes I miss out on things by being that way, but oftentimes enough, the item will still be there whenever I am ready to buy it. Sometimes no, but you know, I think I luck out more than I don't. And what I do is I wait for the end of the season sales, and I wait for it to go on clearance, and then Marshalls and TJ Maxx just had their yellow tag sales, which I did pick some things up before that so that it wasn't hugely picked over. But in doing that, I got a better selection of things that were going to be on clearance that I knew that were going to be the yellow tags. So I did pretty well with that. And I really got a bunch of stuff. I got a lot of dresses for summer, for next year, stuff I'm not going to list right now, but I will keep that. And it'll still be relevant. Some great dresses I got at Marshall's.
See, now we went to the yellow tag sales and we heard about them like right when they happened. Sydney, that was on my channel, that runs the Posh HQ Facebook group, has like a finger on the pulse of those things. So she kind of warned me like in the beginning so I could go right away. And Keith and I split up and he went through all the men's clearance yellow tag racks and I went through all the women's. Then we went through the shoes. And the only thing that I was even entertaining was this one Lucky Brand shirt that was like $2. Everything else was like 10, 15, 20. So let me ask you this. Is it that I'm just afraid to spend more money or am I just not finding stuff?
It could be a little bit of both. I think that you're used to the great deals at the bins and whenever you go.
We do the 99-cent day.
Well, yeah, that's too. But a little bit over that. And I'm not saying that, you know, that's a bad way because I do that too. So, but I know that I do pay up for items, but I will only pay up for items that are retailed over $100 on the manufactured retail pricing. So if the ticket, the original ticket on there says that it's worth $100, I'll pay up a little bit more for it, up to $15, maybe $17, because I know I'll get $70, $75 for it.
Right. I mean, my general rule when I do find new tags is I start at 30% off of the MSRP, especially on Posh because people pay more on Poshmark than eBay. Right. So you're saying to look for the MSRPs that are like $100 or more, but then I would have to question or ask the question, like Lucky Brand jeans, they typically start out over $100. But even new with tags, they're barely going for $40 on eBay anymore. They've like raced to the bottom.
Well, in the trend, you have to look too to see. You kind of have to cross-research it to see, okay, just because they're slapping a ticket on there that says $100 retail price or, you know, manufacturer retail price doesn't mean that right now that they're going to get that. That's why it's on clearance anyway. So you have to kind of, what I do in a situation like that is I will research it. I'll go into my solds and see what's sold. And if it's not anywhere close to that, I pass on it because you're never gonna make any money because if you figure out, and we were doing it in the store that one day where we were figuring out what it would cost to ship, what our fees were. You have to subtract all that out of there before you're even gonna make any money. So you have to take that into consideration too. And on Lucky is kind of like, not on men's jeans, but you know, they're kind of on the downward slope there.
We've only been in the game for like a year and a half. Lucky Brands were starting at 35 and 40. Now I'm lucky if I can get 20. Oh, pardon the pun. I'm lucky if I can get 20. But yeah, like those Nike shoes that you and I found, you knew what they were worth. You had flipped them for $80 before. But when we comped them, there were turds selling them for like 10 or 15 with free shipping.
Right, and they were red. I mean, it was like, no, you just don't know what you're going to get. And the only reason I knew about those is because my son played baseball, and I knew they were baseball cleats, and I knew that they were kind of a newer brand as far as the Air Max and the different levels of Nike that they sell. So really, that was the only reason I would have taken a shot on those. But whenever we comped them, it was like, no way. So, but that was a lot of fun. That was so much fun.
We had so much fun. And I actually want to wonder if we didn't fail at Retail Arbitrage because we were so busy goofing around.
No.
We were like going through the racks and like, I'll have to link the video. Like I snuck up behind her at one point and did the whole, oh, here's a reseller and her natural habitat. And she was like, I think we were really just busy talking to each other and partnering.
Yeah, I mean,
but
we just met each other, so we were just trying to, you know, find out.
What about RA hard goods? I'm asking you.
Oh.
I'm reading the chat and asking you, and you're just like, hi, Star.
Yeah, I mean, I will do any retail arbitrage. I mean, I will try anything. So absolutely, anything's open for me as far as my business and what I'll buy and what I won't.
I personally think hard goods are hard around here because, like I said at the beginning, a lot of our stores around here will run a clearance and it's only 10% off. Mm-hmm. There's one, see, I'm going to give away a secret. I won't tell you where. There's one Walmart in the entire Pittsburgh area, and we're talking all the way out from North Versailles to Monroeville. We have found one Walmart that's even slightly worth it, and you have to really dig through their clearance in the hard goods. And you can find like a couple of things that are 50, 60, and 75% off, but you have to really dig. Mm-hmm. And then you need to comp those things because chances are that somebody else, you know, found them and they're now flooded on eBay and the prices are lower. So
at Walmart all the time, and I don't live far from a Walmart, and I never have luck with that. I don't with hard goods. I just don't. I don't think that they're low enough for me anyway. It's just not. So, and it's like they have 60 mugs of the same kind, and it's like almost you see like the yellow sticker on it, and it's like $1 less than what it was originally, and it's not a deal for me. So
I think that I don't know. I just think that different areas. I'm sorry, guys. My hair is driving me nuts today. Different areas of the country, I think, are good for different things. Right. So, like, we're one of the very few areas that have the 99-cent Goodwill Day. The Northwest, out in Oregon near Fred, has a lot of electronics that are hard to find here. And I have a friend. Where does she live? I want to say Arizona, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. But I know her on Instagram, and she gets really great deals at her Walmart. She finds like stuff for 75% off all day long. So I think that, and you know, you've heard me say this before, and you said it in person, I believe, when we were at lunch. You kind of have to play to the strengths of where you live and take what's available to you and learn how to resell that and be successful with that.
Well, the waterfront, the Marshalls, and I'll give you a little nugget. Am I still good? A little nugget. The waterfront Marshalls has a little higher end stuff than the Marshalls out in Monroeville. I know we're talking chit chat locally here, but I find that their clothing, they carry a lot more Calvin Klein, Vince Camuto, and other of those name brands at the Marshalls down at the waterfront versus the Marshalls in Monroeville. So I noticed that too.
I mean, I wouldn't have thought that because to me, the waterfront's kind of like a lower income area.
Well, it attracts other people from different areas, different sources.
Hey, guess who just popped in here? Wade. Yeah. Hi, Wade.
Wade.
Wade. Wade. So I'm going to go back to the chat. I'm going to try to roll uphill. Y'all, these old Victorian houses, I think I've told you this before, they're crooked. So.
Oh, Donatella's in the chat too. I hope she's good.
I'm in my new. I won her shirt, and she's trying to be happy for me. That was my shirt. As soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted it, and I was going to win it.
Is Katie in the chat?
I didn't see her yet. But when I get the shirt, I am going to run and do some kind of really crazy video for Instagram for you guys. Let me go back down here. We said hi to Wade.
And Justin's in the chat.
Uh-huh. I see Justin. Justin said sometimes the clearance isn't marked correctly. So if you find something that you're interested in, you should take a scanner and double check.
Okay. That would be great. I am going to get a scanner, Teresa Cox, who's friends of Victoria and Katie Zilverberg. She put a link on her channel that you can get it, and it's the updated version of it too. So I'm definitely going to invest in one of those. But I put a question in the chat though, because I wasn't sure. On certain phones, I know that like Bixby on my phone has ability to scan, but I didn't know if it would be as good as the one that she uses. So instead of investing a couple $100 in that, I wasn't sure if my phone would be comparable to that, but I'm going to have to find out.
That's an idea. I see two questions here. So Alma wants to know, what was your sales volume as a part-time seller, and what is your full-time goal?
Well, my goal, first time, full-time, because that's where I'm at now. I want to get between $75 and $100 per item. That's what I would like to get my volume up to as far as what I'm purchasing and what I'm selecting now. Part-time, average unit sale price was probably about $25 to $30, which was still good. I mean, I'll still take that. For sales per week, it's so up and down. It's so hard to predict. Now, I think now, as we approach fourth quarter, I think that it's really, really going to get busy. So I'm hoping, you know, as I add inventory to my store, 20, 30, hopefully more packages a day.
Okay. I think our goal, and we're not going to hit it. I'm going to be upfront and transparent. Our goal was to hit 3,000 listings on eBay.
So are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I missed that whole section. Sorry, you were frozen.
Oh, I was just saying that Poshmark is taking a lot more time than I thought it was going to, and it's just kind of affecting everything. And we're playing around. I don't know that we're going to hit 3 below 2, and you know, like this time last year we had like 2,200, so we're down to like 1,900. But our average sale price has gone up by like $5 since last year, so that's good.
And my goal, Alma, is by the end of this year, for the last quarter, I'd like to net $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month if I can. I know that's really, really pushing it, and with 22 to 2,300 items, I don't know if I'm going to have time to replenish that. That's the only thing. That's the kicker with really good stuff. So
good job, Sell Quick. Yeah, Sell Quick, Ship Quick. Their name's a tongue twister. So, you are away from your goal. I really don't feel like Retail Arbitrage is successful here. I know that you do good with that, and that's a little jealous, but I also know you also do used clothing and stuff too, right, to help it along.
I do mall brands. You know, I think that they're so underrated. I think the clothing that you get at the bins, White House Black Market, J. Crew, and Taylor Loft, those clothes are really well made. The quality is very good, and if you walk into those retail stores, you're going to pay a lot of money for the clothing. I've done it, and I'm sure you have too. So it's I think that those items, a lot of people pass on them, but I think that there's still really good marketable items in your store.
I've made entire videos about why we sell mall brands. I can't talk. Why we sell mall brands, because we give them for 99 cents or less, first of all. Second of all, you can do volume with them. I think they have a following. I even do well with the Target brand. Like if I find Massimo new with tags, I pick it up. I think that certain brands have a following. And then once you start cross-posting and branching out the Posh, different things do well over there. J. Crew, for instance, you can get, I'm trying to remember. It's like about just does well over there.
I agree. I agree. And I don't pass up something that's in really good shape at the bins that are from those mall brands. I think that they sell. They sell on Posh, and you'd be crazy to pat. Whenever I first went to the bins, I was like, Ralph Lauren in the bins, and people aren't picking this up. What am I doing wrong? Like, what is wrong? And yeah, I still pick it up. I think it's a
we don't go to the bins so much anymore. We have a secret place that we send kids' clothing away to that I told you about when we were hanging out, remember? Yeah. So we consign kids' clothes. So we go to the bins like maybe once a month and really just load up like a whole cart of kids' clothes. It costs like $50 and you're coming out like 1,000 pieces because kids' clothes don't weigh anything. Right. And while I load those up, Keith will go through the hard goods and stuff. But we just depend on the 99-cent day. I'm completely okay with the mall brands for 99 cents. Like even American Eagle and Gap, if you get the right style, like the dark washes in right now, right, the flare pants.
You get good stuff. You do.
They can go for $20-25 free ship, and you're still making $10-11 on a pair of jeans. So I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? And I tend to price things higher and sit and wait. But here's the thing. Don't want to be stuck doing volume clothing forever. So we have the money set aside for it, and we're watching auctions and we're looking at certain different options. And when we find something that is selling at a rate that we're okay with paying with for what we know we can flip it for, we will be getting into wholesale and pallets and hopefully finally getting into the Amazon game.
Awesome. That's great. Now, I know with myself, it has been a gradual progression as far as what I started at and the items that I used to pick up, and I still do, but what my goal is and what I really want to sell. So, and that takes time and money and patience. So, yeah.
Is the screen freezing for everyone, or is it just for Donatella? Because I want to know if it's her computer or mine.
It's freezing on mine, too, so I'm not sure.
No, because this, I have a, whatever you call it, wireless connection to the Wi-Fi, and last night when we were playing World of Warcraft with Casey, I kept freezing out and lagging really bad in the game.
Oh.
And I'm the healer. Anybody that plays World of Warcraft, you know, I'm the healer. I'm supposed to be keeping the tank up, which is Keith, and I kept lagging out, and the whole team, the whole group would wipe out in the dungeon. And so I'm just wondering if there's nothing wrong with this, because this is the new computer. Because my old laptop, every time I did a live show, flashy thing going on.
Oh, yeah, it's clear. You're real clear, but it freezes occasionally.
Yeah, I need to definitely change out this. We Frankenstein this together. We just have tons of computers and computer parts around the house because we're dark. I think I'll just we have another one over here. We'll just have to switch it out because. You know, now I'm putting it together. I thought maybe it was just World of Warcraft was freezing on me, but if this is too, then I'm going to need to change out my thing. Oh, there's Keith chiming in. I think we have a faulty wireless adapter. We will have to swap it out. There, Keith spoke it much more succinct. That was much more succinct than me. I'm like, blah, blah. Anyway. We are getting close to the half-hour mark. So are you cool if I open it up to them to ask you questions?
Sure, absolutely. I have a couple other things, little tips that I'd like to share. But yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well, share your tips real quick, and then we'll open it up for AMA.
Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about retail arbitrage, and I touched a little bit on Wade's show the other night about it, is outlet shopping. And that there's a lot of great deals, brand new with tags, that you can sell, and you can get a lot of the same item at the outlet stores. And I mentioned this little red book, and this is from Tanger Outlets. You can see right there. And if you don't have a AAA membership, it's $5. If not, it's free. And in here are all kind of coupons that you get in each one of these stores. It's in alphabetical order. So whatever store you want to, you just go to it and you pull out the tag. But $25, $10 off, 10% your whole purchase. $10, 20%. You know, the biggest is like $25 off. But the best thing is I developed a little relationship with the Adidas girl that works there, and I've used the same coupon over and over again. She doesn't take it from me, and she lets me use it. So every $100, I get $25 off. And what I'm doing there is I'm purchasing items that are on clearance. This is an outlet store, so it's super cheap, and then it's the additional 30% off of that. So I'm getting like great stuff for super cheap, like thrift store prices. So I wanted to share that tip because I think it's very valuable for people that don't have certain places that they can source from. And that has been really, really good to me.
And I'm just going to invite myself along with you one day, and we can go to the outlets together.
Yes.
And we can film it and put it on both of our YouTube channels. It'll be great.
Well, I'm going to Saks Fifth Avenue outlet on Friday, if you want to come with me.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Let's go. Let's go and let's film it. That'll be great. Keith still has his job, so he can't go, but I will go with you for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, what do you want to ask Renee about retail arbitrage or anything? You can ask me stuff too, but you guys always talk to me. We have a guest. Let's take advantage of
get there because these little coupons you can get, these coupon books you can get in any for whatever reason the customer service desk is always in the food court. So just find the food court. You'll see a line there because people wait for these, and get one. And this is the time to go because all the summer stuff is on sale.
Okay. Yeah, there's a comment that we live near each other. How cute. There's already a video on my channel. I will make sure I link it down below later after the show. Her and I have already gone out retail arbitraging together, and it was a big old fail, and we were just being and it was like when I was still like such a noob and an amateur that I would film with my camera up instead of like this. Well, there's like the black bars. And then when she was filming in the restaurant, she got like everybody around us but me.
I'm still new, so don't count on anything good.
Hey, I haven't even had a smooth live show yet. Every live show, there's something wrong with my camera. There's something wrong with my internet, but we'll get there. We're amateurs. It's cool.
We will.
So, okay, Donatella wants to know how you feel when you see a lot of the same item marked way down from $25 to $250. To me, it makes me think those items aren't desirable.
No, I just think that we're lucky. If you feel that way, just check your solds. Whatever platform you're selling on, check your solds and see what they're selling for. And those could be just a lucky treasure. You could just have lucked out.
Well, and sometimes it's just like she does the end of the season sales. So they might still be like right now, it might be a terrible swimsuit, but they want to get rid of them so that they have room on the racks for coats and stuff like that.
Exclusive elegance. We'll come to Chicago.
Oh, Chicago won't know what to do with
I know.
No, you guys don't even understand. With me and her are together. Like, I'm going to go to the outlets with you on Friday. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to get done. We're going to goof around.
We'll have lunch or make a video or something. Thrift, those books are free if you have a AAA card. Yes. I'm not sure exactly why. I think it's because a lot of the outlets get buses of people that come there, and I think that's kind of a courtesy. If you have a AAA card, they'll give you the booklet for free with the coupons. I'm really not sure. I will find out for you.
Should beginners start with eBay or Posh? I would say that's a personal preference. I would say to do your due diligence and do some research on eBay, do some research on Posh, watch some YouTube videos on both platforms, maybe join some reselling groups for eBay, some for Posh, and just read and do your research and find out which one's for you. eBay is more of like a list it, forget it, and walk away. Involved. You're cross-posting to Posh now too, right?
Well, I know too that if you talk to a Posher, they have a trouble switching to eBay. If you talk to an eBayer, eBayer, we're eBayers.
We're eBayers.
Posh is difficult. So it's just what you're comfortable with. It's just what you're used to. That's what I find. So
Posh is actually pretty easy once you. I might have Sydney back on here again to help some folks with that. But see, I take what she said and I take what you're supposed to do and I do what I want to do. And then if my sales go down, I'm like, okay, well, that was wrong. And then I do what I'm supposed to do for a week and my sales will go up. And then it's too time intensive. So I do what I want to do. And then my sales go. It's like this, but it's the same with eBay. If you don't list every day, if you're not consistently active, your sales will go down. It's the same.
Absolutely. It's an active store is a happy store. So yeah, it's just part of the business. But Thrifty Dad mentioned the video store. Are you there?
And eBay is more intensive of a listing. I think it's easy to cross post. I do double what I can do on eBay. So if it takes me like an hour to do 10 listings on eBay, I can cross post 20.
Right. I just hate the sharing. I don't like the sharing at all, but that's what you have to do. So it's just part of it.
Alma wants to know, how do you know the difference between factory and true outlet?
A true outlet, everybody in the store will tell you. They are very honest and they're very forthright in telling you if they're a factory store. Usually all Under Armour and Nike are all factory outlets. So it's basically a retail store, and they'll say to you that their prices are very, very similar to the store at the mall. The Adidas store that I go to is a true outlet store. Great prices there. I mean, it is just amazing. So that's where they're moving old merchandise maybe from last year, and they're moving it out this year. And the other factory stores, it's just like a regular retail store. So that's the difference.
Okay, that's good to know. I wouldn't even have known that. Yeah. Sell quick. I can never say this without blah, blah, blah. Sell quick, ship quick. Thank you for saying this is an awesome chat. I appreciate you stopping in. I will see you on Instagram. More dancing from you.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing.
He is so funny. And
Thrifty Dad mentioned the rapping video.
Like Katie said, when Victoria was watching you on Wade, she hit that point of laughter where she was just wheezing. That's where I was at. Like, you were in that car and you were like, my name is Frenchy. And I was like, I couldn't breathe. I was making these weird.
Well, I mean, and that's one thing I think that you and I get along so well is because I don't care. It's like so much fun. I'm having fun, and it took me like 5 minutes to write that, and it was like my husband helped me film it, and I was just like, it just like flowed, And I had a lot of fun. And
it is fun to be silly. I mean, you're talking to the girl who taped a hippo to her head for the eBay Do You Love Me challenge. Oh, I literally taped a hippo to my head, and I would do it again.
I need a picture of that.
Susie Beach says, I do retail arbitrage based on my taste. Do you use scanners or apps to look things up?
Okay, well, what I do is whenever you go, whatever store that you particularly like and that you think that you're going to get the most sourcing from, join the rewards program. And whenever you join the rewards program from that particular store, even an outlet, they want you to, because they even give gifts to you sometimes for becoming a member, or whenever you get your first purchase, they'll give you $5 or $10 off your first purchase for being a reward member. And I know that Nike and Under Armour, they have a friends and family that I'm on the app for. So it just depends on the store. And believe me, even though Nike is a factory store, whenever they have a sale and then it's 30 off and you're a friends and family member, oh my goodness, it is like super cheap. So
okay, I have a question though. So we've been to the Nordstrom rack out here, right? And they really frown on resellers. They do not like, I mean, they have signs. They actually, I don't know if you've been into our Nordstrom rack up in McKnight.
Ross Park.
McKnight Road. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ross Park. They have signs literally in their store that say, if we suspect that you're a reseller, we will not sell to you. And they have like a club that you can sign up for to get the notifications about the sales and get extra deals and get extra % off. But I didn't sign up for it because I'm like, if they figure out that I'm a reseller,
you there?
Coming here, little VIP things, right?
Sorry, you froze again.
I know. I'm gonna throw all of everything of mine out the window tonight. I was just talking about how if Nordstrom frowns on you being a reseller, and you sign up for their club or their VIP or their app or whatever, and they start to notice you come in for every sale, pieces, all and stuff, they're going to find out you're a reseller. So these other places that you go to, are they like Nordstrom? Do they frown on it?
No, actually they don't. They are like, yes, they want to sell to you. So Nordstrom, though, how do they know how big your family is? I mean, you could have a super large family. You could have a lot of relatives you need to buy for. They cannot tell you. I wouldn't advertise there that you're a reseller, but because you get a vibe from where you're going to be okay and where you're not. And Nordstrom, they cannot, as far as I know, I'm not sure, and I've never seen them restrict anybody from shopping there because they're going to take that merchandise and do whatever they want with it. I don't know. I mean, I just think that, you know, if you keep it on the low down, as much as you want to buy, it should be your prerogative of what you want to purchase.
Yeah, I agree with you, but they definitely, I
wonder what
the sign, I'm trying to remember, so it's, you know, I'm saying it correctly, I'm quoting it verbatim, but like the signs that I saw really did say, if we suspect from the volume that you buy that you're a reseller of any sort, we will not sell to you. So if you go up to the counter with 100 pieces and they're all different sizes and women's and men's and if they even suspect, even if you had a family of 50 waiting for you at home, if they see you with this big bundle, they are going to suspect it and they will refuse service to you. They absolutely will. Nordstrom hates resellers. I don't know why. Well, you're selling Nordstrom rack at a clearance anyway. Don't you want to sell it? Would you rather sell it or take a loss?
Most stores do, and that's where your relationships come into play here. That I find that you develop a little relationship with someone that works there, and they're not going to care. I mean, it's not that you're doing anything wrong or you're doing anything that isn't against policy, but I think that's a judgment call on them. And I think if you keep things within reason, yeah, I wouldn't ruin that relationship just to keep, you know, to get 100 pieces. I would get maybe 50 and then just keep going back or be, you know, under the radar.
I don't even mess with it anymore. Yeah. No, the thrift stores that we go to, we have relationships that we've built with managers, with people who work the floor, people who work the register. They all know us. We're probably one of the nicest resellers most people have ever met. We take the hangers off of every piece, whether we buy 200 or 50. We take our own hangers off. And at most of the Goodwills that we go to now, they know us well enough that I just go behind the counter with my hangers and hang them up on that thing for them.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I give them the stack with all the tags out towards them so they can just scan them. And then I bag it. So they love me, and they always like remember me. They're like, oh, here comes the girl that does all the work.
They're like trouble. I mean, you do all their stuff for them. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean.
And then they tell us about, oh, we're bringing this out, or, you know. So I do have those relationships developed definitely with people at thrift stores. They know we're resellers. They've asked me, and I don't lie. And I'm like, yeah. And then they get all intrigued, like, ooh, like, what's that like? But we've only been into the Nordstrom one time, and just all the signs and the way that people were treating us and looking at us. I bought like 3 things. They're still sitting in my store like a year later. I just don't. They were $3 a piece.
I get lucky at Nordstrom with Eileen Fisher clothing. I really get a lot of nice things from Eileen Fisher at Nordstrom. So that's like,
I couldn't find any Eileen Fisher that was on sale.
That's basically.
I would have been, you know, spending a lot of money, like full price. But my experience there wasn't really good. It's not to say that I wouldn't go back and try it again, but I'm really hesitant to, because it was a bad experience. And what I got, oh, I'm sorry, one of the things sold. So we bought like 3 things for like $9. And 1 sold really fast.
Yeah.
And that was the Penguin Mungings wear men's new tags, but
yeah.
The other stuff is just sitting. So I don't know. Sometimes things just leave a bad, and like you said, you can kind of get a vibe. So if I go in a store and I'm getting a bad vibe like that, I'm probably not going to come back. Right. If I go in the store and I get a good vibe, I'll probably keep coming back and helping you and bagging and being a nice person, you know?
Absolutely.
Holly says that, huh?
I think in general, they want to sell to anybody, whether you're a reseller or not. Just in general. I mean.
In general. Yeah. But I was going to say, Holly mentioned Target. And I know for a fact that Target will, if they suspect you of being a reseller, they'll kick you out of the store.
Get out. Target.
I used to work for Target. So I know how they told us to be.
Oh, so. I had no idea. Yeah.
Okay, so Susie Beach has a question. When you are sourcing, are you looking up clothes on eBay to see value, or are you using an app or scanner?
Right now, I am looking it up on Solds on eBay.
I don't comp anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's,
I don't. And I never really did in the beginning either, honestly. And this is just what we chose to do. We watched a lot of Casey videos before we started. And everything that we can get is either at the Ben's or the 99-cent day. It was cheap enough that if we felt good enough about it, we just bought it and tried it. And we learned what brands not to get again. And wow, we learned some really good ones too. But we're to a point now where we just don't even comp anymore. I don't even comp when I'm listing. I legitimately know I've listed enough White House Black Market jeans what I start them at.
Yeah. Well, I know that if I'm spending a little up, if I'm paying up, I will take whatever I'm not sure of, and I'll go in the fitting room and I'll look it up in the fitting room.
I actually leave the store, or I don't know. Have you noticed this around here? My cell phone does not work in most thrift stores, or like Nordstrom Rack, it wouldn't get service, not a service.
I haven't noticed.
There's this one thrift store, I can't remember where it was, but like I couldn't get service anywhere in the store, but it had this one open wall with fans, like I guess where the trucks came in, and I was like leaning up against the trying to get, we can't get service. And I think that at the beginning it was just like, okay, fine, everything's 99 cents, it's worth a shot, just grab it.
Yeah.
But there are, I mean, we do run into things that we haven't seen before, but we really, Keith and I just live on the edge. Like these fat Albert jeans we bought that were in my haul video.
Those are awesome. You're going to do well with those.
They were $7 and we were like, yeah, try it. We bought a Donald Trump tie, $7. It sold for 40. Hey, I'm cool.
Awesome. Fine.
Yeah, I think you just get to a point after experience.
Right.
After comping so much and trial and error, you know what brands you're looking for and you know what you sell them for. So you're not comping at the store or when you're listing, unless you have something new. Like I had those 2 pairs of Kuji or Kugi, however you say it, jeans, and then I had the Fat Albert jeans, and I had to comp them.
Yeah.
But if I ever find them again, then I wouldn't have to.
On a lot of things that I I pay up for, like I said, I will look it up. But I always go to eBay. Usually always.
I always go to eBay solds.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you're looking at what has sold recently, not what's listed now, because anybody can say any price they want, but you want to see what people are actually willing to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like in our case, we do free shipping on eBay. So if something is 20 free ship on eBay, I would just put it on Posh at 20, even though they're paying that $6.95 shipping.
Right.
Because that gives you wiggle room for the offers to likers and the closet clear outs and things like that. And look who's in the house.
Who?
Santa is here. And he said,
hey, Barry.
The universe can't handle this much awesome. Oh, you are so sweet. Mwah.
Hey, Barry.
Hi, Barry. That's awesome. Susie Beach says, "Sold, got it." Yeah, Susie, just keep doing your diligence. Join some Facebook groups, make friends in the community, see what other people are selling, comp in the beginning, and then eventually you'll get to where you don't have to anymore.
Susie made a nice comment on the video, so thank you, Susie. That was very nice. So she's fairly new to reselling and just really like the retail wrap.
Susie says she's branching out to men's clothing too. If you have time and you want to, I have haul videos with the men's shirts that Keith picks up. Just keep in mind, again, our cost of goods and we do a lot of mall brands. We do a lot of brands that are like 15 to 16, 14, but we're only paying piddling. We're paying a piddling.
I sell men's clothing too and shoes.
Yeah. I don't do, Keith does all of our men's clothes. He hates women's clothes. He doesn't want to do them.
Really?
So he does just tons and tons and tons of men's shirts and ties. And I have a death pile upstairs of women's shirts, and they might just sit there. Because I really think I don't even want to do those anymore. I think I'm just going to do like jeans and like coats, like whatever seasonal, and jeans, because I do so good with jeans. And just shirts are just, I don't like them. I hate my mannequin. No offense, Velvetina, but
mine's the same way.
Yeah, I just don't like doing women's shirts, and I will eventually have to get through my dust pile because I spent money on it, and it's money sitting on a table. But I'm trying to move. I think I just want to do jeans and then like booty shorts in the summer. Booty shorts.
Oh yeah. And
like winter coats and stuff. And then of course, like I said, we're going to be getting into wholesale, so that's going to be all hard goods and stuff.
That's something I don't do, so I don't know much about that. I know a lot of people have success with that. What was his name? He just got married. Luke.
Who got married?
Endless entrepreneur. Luke. He buys now everything in lots and stuff like that. He's doing really well. But I've been lately, I don't know if you can see back here, but I have been buying new with tag handbags too. And those are really doing well, besides my vintage luxury handbags. But new with tags handbags are doing really good for me right now, especially since we're almost in the fall.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing those either because they're like flat lay.
Right. Right. I have a special little hook that it's like a mini hook, and I just hook it on there and it takes really nice pictures. Do you use a a shadow box to do. I know you don't do shoes, but smaller items.
I do. I get some new shoes that I do.
Yeah.
No, I use that stand. That's what my plush goes on too. Yeah, I didn't mention plush. I will always do plush. No matter how tired I get of clothing and no matter how many pallets we get in this house, plush is my main.
Frenchy with the queen of plush.
I'm the plush queen and I love my plush. I take the mannequins off and what's underneath of that, I'm actually going to do a video showing our setup one day. And I've been saying that for a year, so whatever. But there's nothing behind the paper like making it stand up. But underneath it is a table. And so I just kind of lean the plush against the back to make them stand up. And then with the shoes, I just set them on the table and then it's got the white background. I do plush, shoes, purses.
Everything on there. Because your
picture. Not everything. Jeans and shorts and pants. I have a trifold. I actually put it away. But it's a trifold cardboard $5 board from Walmart, and I lay it on this table, and then I put my 2 lights facing the table, and then I just do my, and I can do it all sitting down because of my disability, my bad back. Yeah. I can do it all sitting down, and that's kind of why I use that for plush, because I can roll around in my chair and just put my plush on, and I don't have to stand up or bend over. Mm-hmm. And then on this, I can just do my jeans, just sit down. Like once in a while, I'll have to stand up to like fix something, but it's not often.
Well, that works. That works.
Star, I found a Chucky from Rugrats at a yard sale this weekend, about 18 inches tall. Awesome. I hope that you paid less than $1 or $1.
Did we see Exclusive Elegance's mannequins?
No.
$5 each at Boston store closing. Stealer deals. So she's selling her mannequins. I'll have to take a look at that. I might want one. Are they clear? Or are they like flesh? Or are they white, black? I mean, glossy? Or are they? What are they?
Barry can't compete with my hippo. Yeah, Wade tried to, and here's the thing. And yes, I don't even know if Wade's here, but I'm gonna talk a little bit of smack on Wade.
Uh-oh.
Here's the thing. He even cheated, and he couldn't beat me at a plushie haul.
I busted him on his show the other night. I told him, I said, "You're definitely the queen." I said, "Default."
I saw a good question. Something about, where do you buy your bags? Your handbags.
Oh, handbags. I will get those at the outlets also. Like Ralph Lauren. This one's a Ralph Lauren. That I got at the Ralph Lauren outlets last year that I have listed now. So it's a fall bag, kind of suede-y patchwork handbag. And yeah, I mean, it is $425. So brand new with tags. So yeah, I went Ralph Lauren with my app and my coupon, and it's like deal of the century.
You're gonna have to teach me the ways, oh wise one. But meanwhile, I'm just like out every Saturday, like buying people's Tigger collections and stuff. Oh, you have 100 Tiggers? Can I have them all for like $30? Sure.
It's working though. It's definitely working. So, I mean, you have a business model and you're morphing into your wholesale pallets, and that's going to work for you too. So,
yeah, we definitely have our own kind of groove thing going, but it's never set in stone. We're different than we were yesterday. We're different than we were last week, last month, last year. That's my tip for the day. To be successful in this business, you need to constantly be improving yourself, and you need to be constantly looking at yourself and thinking about what and don't anybody else, but compete with yourself every single day. Do something that's out of your comfort zone. Number one, that is most important. Every day, do one thing that's not comfortable to you.
Right.
and constantly improve. If you did 5, do 6 tomorrow, do 7 the next day. If you took 10 pictures today, try to do 11 tomorrow. Or just constantly make yourself better and be willing to change and be willing to grow. Like you said, the Lucky Brand jeans are starting to be, you know, they used to not be, they used to sell for a lot. And as they've gone down, I've had to learn, I don't pick them up unless I find them for 99 cents. And even then I will leave them on the rack sometimes, but you just have to.
We would even be saying that Lucky jeans would be 99 cents. True Religion, Miss Me, they all have their aha moment, and then, you know, it has its time and then moves on to something else.
Yeah, and you just have to be willing to, you know, and the other thing that you got to be willing to roll with is this business is up and it's down. Mm-hmm. Don't be negative. Don't be freaking out. Use the extra time that you have, because you're obviously not shipping anything or as much. Use that time to list more, work through your death piles. And then when things are crazy and you're selling a lot, make sure you're setting money back. Don't be like, oh.
Exactly. That little nest egg is important. You know, you never know when you're going to need it. And I worked really hard on that in trying to develop and grow my business too. So you definitely need that, because there's nothing worse than those days whenever you're first starting out and you're just building. And, you know, it's nice just to sit back, not sit back, but just to move forward. You there? Star.
Huh?
Okay. All right. You were frozen.
Last thing you heard.
Can you hear me whenever that goes like that?
I can still hear you and see you. It's just my Wi-Fi connection. Okay. But I was just saying, when we get into fourth quarter and everybody's making hand over fist money, try to live on the same budget that you live on in the middle of the summer when you're not selling anything. And it will be easy to build up not only a nest egg for yourself personally in savings, but capital for your business too. So, and I know there's holidays and Christmas and you're going to spend a little bit more money than normal, but I guess what I'm trying to say is just be responsible with your money and realize there's going to be times where you are going to feel like you're rich and there's going to be times where you feel like you're poor. But if you hold on to this for this time, you'll be fine.
And I'll use just the other day, whenever I was at the outlets and I found all the things that I purchased, it was like 12 or 13 items of the same thing. I was like glad that I had enough money to buy all of them, because I will sell one of those and pay for the whole lot of everything that I bought. So
yes, we bought that one Donald Trump tie we paid $7 for it by itself, but it was very unique. It was 100% silk. It was blue paisley. It was very pretty. It sold, I think it's only been in the store for 2 weeks, and it went for the full 40 on eBay.
That was
on eBay. It went for 40. That usually doesn't happen. But the other Donald Trump ties we got, they were like $2 to $3 a piece, and he bought like 5 or 6. He bought them out.
Right.
Different Goodwill than we normally go to. Mm-hmm. And the first one sold. We took a best offer of 36, and it paid for everything. So now when they do sell, they're pure profit.
Exactly. It's like butter.
And that's why I like buying like the plush like that. I buy plush all summer long at yard sales. I just buy people out. If they have like 100 Disney, I take them all.
Well, and look what I did with your video, Star. I watched it and I had no idea what I was doing. And it turned out pretty good. I mean, you can really get great deals on those plushies and flip them and make decent money. Look at the one homeless. She sold a rabbit, a Bugs Bunny rabbit for like $70, $80 or something like that recently. I think she paid under $10 for it. I mean, that was a great buy.
Yeah, she showed it when she was on here.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, I buy them all summer, and then in the winter, I'll find 1 or 2 or 3 maybe at every Goodwill. Not a lot.
Yeah.
But I have boxes full from buying like thousands of them all summer, and I work off of them
in the wintertime.
In the winter, yeah. And I don't know if you do this, if you just like list whatever you're in the mood for, or if you assign different things, because I don't want to get to where I have like so much plush in my store that there's more of that than anything else. Okay. So on Monday I do jeans, on Tuesday I do flat lace, Wednesday I do plush, you know, like each day is a different type of item so that I make sure that I'm getting a variety. Do you do that, or do you just kind of do whatever you're in the mood for?
Well, what do you have? I mean, my store, I keep a pretty variety, but whenever I am done for the day, I'll prep my next day for what I want to get done, and I'll put that on a coat rack, and I will have all of the items that I want to accomplish, whether it's steaming, measuring, ironing, whatever I do, and listing and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what I try and do that, and it's always the same like thing. It's always all men's shirts, all women's dresses, all men's jeans, all women's jeans.
Yes, definitely, because it's faster.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I do jeans on Monday, it's all women's jeans or all men's.
You're good with time management too, so.
I'm very good with time management. That's probably like the biggest plus I brought into this business.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Organizational time management skills. The LV bag. Is your LV bag listed?
That one, I believe it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes. It's $4.99.
Like $499? People pay that for a You're talking to a tomboy. I'm like, I play video games and put my stuff in my pockets. People pay $500 to carry a bag around.
Check the website and see what they are for new. They're $2,500, $2,200.
Yeah, no.
Gucci one is even more than that, but yeah.
She says a great price on. No, I'm sorry. I have pockets, and if I need a bag, I will use the grocery sack. I have better things to spend $500 on than a purse.
But just real quick, since we're talking about stuff up there, like I'm getting out all my boots and all my winter stuff. I have get your ski pants out, your Halloween costumes, all your winter bags, winter clothing, winter shoes, everything. Now's the time to do it. I've been so busy.
I just put up a video yesterday about how to get ready for Q4, and I worked real hard, seasonal stuff. Susie says she read an article that housewares are the most purchased item on eBay. Do you sell those? I personally, once in a great while, if I find a really great Starbucks mug or a really great Disney glass or any kind of collectible stuff like that at yard sales or Goodwill, I'll pick them up. I just sold some Kellogg's bowls, like the 80s Kellogg's bowls.
Yeah, I saw those.
So I will very rarely, if I find something super vintage, super cool, pop culture, anything popular, but I don't sell, like, I should say yet, because you never know. We might get a palette of like Ninja Wonders, or you never know what you're going to get into. But as of right now, no.
Same on that one.
I wish I could find Pyrex in the wild.
Every time I find it, it's too expensive. Everybody wants it.
It's too beat up.
Yeah.
It's, too beat up. And I have one. It was in one of my cooking shows. But
I do that. Yeah.
That was my grandma's.
I love the oval shape of that.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite dish.
Yeah.
I just can't get rid of it. But whenever I find it in the wild, like, it'll be at the Goodwill and the lid's cracked or it's burned on the bottom.
The lid is the big factor there.
Right? Pyrex, who knew? I didn't know. Like, last summer someone told me and I looked it up. The one I have is worth a lot of money. But
Santa said he went to a yard sale and the lady was asking $50 for her used Miss Me jeans. Bah!
Boy, I can't even get that on Posh.
I'm sure.
I list them for $50, but I usually end up doing an offer of like $40 on a Saturday, like 20% off.
Yeah.
And that's when I sell them.
Yeah, they're not
exclusive elegance.
Oh, bye. Bye.
That's Heather. That's Heather. And if I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. But I do believe that's Heather because I hung out with her in Vegas.
Oh, did you? I didn't know her from the chat. She seems really nice.
So we have gone over an hour. Does anybody have any last questions for Frenchy about retail arbitrage, outlets, anything like that?
Come shop with us.
Throw your questions up now. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going to ask her real quick if she has any final words of wisdom or anything she wants to leave us with tonight.
Oh, just patience. Just be patient. Be patient and smart, and it'll all fall into place. And woohoo, fourth quarter! I'm just excited. I'm excited for it. So it'll be fun and it'll be good. And more.
Totally stoked for fourth quarter. I'm totally stoked for October. You're still going, right?
Yes. Yes. I am.
So Renee and Keith and I are driving down to St. Augustine, Florida, where we are meeting up with Colleen Gallagher and Sydney and Casey and his fiance. And we are going to stay in an Airbnb. We got a whole house. We're going to do like the haunted attractions and stuff while we're there.
What part of Florida is that? You know?
It's over here.
Oh. Okay.
It's a 3-hour drive for Casey, is what he said.
Okay.
But
is my daughter?
Yeah. So she's gonna go. She's gonna drive with us. We're gonna like carpool. So we're gonna have so much fun, and we have to thrift on the way down, so the trip is a write-off.
Absolutely. And yeah, I'm big into Halloween in the fall and everything too. So I can't wait. But lastly, Star, I just wanted to thank you for having me on. I mean, this is always like we're girlfriends. We're talking to girlfriends, on the phone. So I'm just so glad everybody was here, and I just enjoyed it so much.
Well, thank you for coming. Like you said, to me, it's just my friend that lives up the road. Just talking. One more question, and then we're gonna get out. Susie Beach wants to know if you could give her 3 or 4 outlet stores that maybe she could try first.
Oh, sure. Well, it depends on what you like to sell. I mean, if you like to sell dresses or athletic wear, for me, Adidas has made a complete comeback, and the kids now, they want it. So I would definitely say Adidas. There's actually a Torrid, which is a plus size outlet near me as well. And that is, if you're into selling plus size clothes, it just depends on what your niche is. For me, there's 3 or 4 stores there that work well. I do well with Nike too. So there's American Eagle there, but and Star, American Eagle was packed with people. I mean, and we're some people are passing it up at the bins. So
I sell a lot of American Eagle.
I do too. It just kills me to go in and pay anything for American Eagle prices.
Sorry. Are we going to have a meetup? No, we're not having a meetup. We are just going on a little kind of getaway vacation, away from cameras, away from business, just to have some fun.
But I do Ralph Lauren, and then I also do Brooks Brothers. So those are the stores that I go to there primarily. But I'm right straight line to the Adidas every time I go.
Okay. Well, don't hang up because we're going to talk off.
Okay.
But I'm going to stop the broadcast. Just a moment. Down below in the box, you will see a link to her YouTube channel. She is new to YouTube, you guys. Like, brand new. Like, the only 2 videos she has on there, cha-ching, were the promos she did for Wade and my channel for being a guest. Oh,
yeah.
On fire. Okay, so she's new to YouTube. She needs subscribers. So click the link. I've also put her Instagram down there. Follow her on Instagram. She is a hoot. She is funny. She will never fail to make you laugh. So make sure you follow her. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do so and help us feed our hungry hippos. Like this video if you would. And you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Flippin' Hippos across the board. Follow Renee. Subscribe to Renee. Thank you, everybody who came out tonight to watch us. We appreciate it, because without an audience, without you guys showing up and interacting, we wouldn't have a show. And thank you to my moderators. I saw Fred. I saw Holly. I saw Jamie in the chat. Keith, you don't count. But thank you to Fred, Holly, and Jamie for moderating. Thank you to Renee for coming. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I love you guys.
Bye.